Pretty impressive business cards. Sims Contracting.
Pretty spiff, huh? Collier designed the logo on the computer himself.
Girl, I'd hold on to that man. Bringing in a paycheck and can draw, too.
He's working his ass off on our first bid right now.
Look, Renee, honey, look who's here. Danny!
Danny. Oh, my God. Danny!
Renee Jackson. Oh.
Look at you. How have you been?
Good, good. Well, it seems like yesterday.
I knew it was him the minute I laid eyes on him. Got that dentist chin, that old lopsided grin.
And you, as beautiful as ever. But you.
Oh, it's amazing what a little money can buy, isn't it? Braces and a good haircut.
Renee, honey, where you, man?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just such a shock.
Hi, I'm Danny Dennis.
We're Elizabeth Sims.
My Aunt Kiki's son. You remember Aunt Kiki, Mama's sister?
Yeah.
I changed this boy's diapers. Do you believe that?
Oh, man.
Oh, Danny, come here. I want you to see this beautiful picture of you and your mama.
He's your cousin?
Yeah.
He's white.
No, he's black.
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. In my wild, beautiful world, you will have flown. It isn't now. I'll be gone alone.
I'm so glad you're here.
Aunt Sarah, I really can't stay.
Oh, now, you know we're not going to let you get away without giving us the lowdown. Now, where you been?
Well, I just moved back to town.
Really? It's a shame you missed James's tribute ceremony.
Daddy died last March, heart attack.
Oh, Aunt Sarah, Renee, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, James is gone and your mama, too. Whole family's shrinking.
So where have you been?
Unfortunately, my job keeps me moving. Just when I think I have a permanent address, they transfer me. But good news, I finally moved closer to my family.
See there? The Lord giveth when he taketh away. Oh, now, I want you to write your number and address on this here piece of paper. You married? Renee, you neither. What is it with you young people? Now, where you live? What you do for a living?
I'm a corporate mediator. I live nearby, but right now I really have to go.
Oh.
I promise you, I'll come back Sunday and fill you in on all the details.
I'll bake you a chocolate cake. Ooh, remember that time you ate so much, poor Elston didn't even get a piece.
I'd love that, Aunt Sarah.
Oh.
Bye.
Hey, Danny, wait a minute. What's going on?
Nothing much. I've been away. I'm back. We'll talk. I've missed you.
Yeah?
Hey, guys, there's nothing more important than family.
Just don't disappear on us again. If Mama doesn't see you for another 15 years, it'll kill her.
House against blunders going so early in the morning.
Want some? It's good for you. It's got protein and all the amino acids and soy. They say that soy helps guard against breast cancer.
Says who?
Clerk of the health food store. That's right next to the print shop where I was picking up the cards for Sims Contracting. God, I love how that sounds. I was in there trying to find something for back pain.
That's for back pain?
Shakes for energy. Once our bid goes through, Sims Contracting guarantees completion by March. These are for back pain. I'm also thinking about getting into some yoga, and they say visualization's good, too.
Did something happen to you in your sleep? Little fairies come in playing new age music in your head?
Hell no. You know I hate that airy-fairy music. So, you're going to have parts A and B of Schedule 1 done soon, right?
Yeah, I'm doing price and cost today.
You know, the proposal's due by Friday.
End of the day, right?
Yeah, well, let's try to get done early. You know, I hate waiting until the last minute to do things. Bye-bye. I'll see you. Bye.
Wow, little Danny's done pretty well for himself.
I told you that boy was a big shot. He always was different. And you children didn't help either, teasing him because he's so light-skinned.
Mom, I'm not so sure this was a good idea.
Renee, your cousin just came to town and he needs a good meal. I can tell he worked too hard. Bags under his eyes.
Yes, but barging in on him unannounced.
Renee, we a family.
Yes,
Is this Danny Dennis's home?
it's the Dennis residence, but there's no Danny here.
We're looking for my cousin, Danny Doyle Dennis.
Well, Doyle Dennis is my husband, but obviously there's been some kind of a mistake.
Well, this is the address that he gave us.
If you don't mind.
Well, Mom, at least now you don't have to wait till Sunday to find out Danny's story. Your nephew hadn't just been out of town. He's been in another world.
There she is. It's her. It's her. I know it's her. It's her. It's her. It's not her. Renee, I've read this comic book 3 times, and your aunt's still not here.
You know what they say, Renee? A watch pot never boils.
Well, I don't mind waiting for Aunt Kiki. Isn't she glamorous? Her hair's real. It's not a wig. Who's that man she's with? Her husband. He's her manager, too. She's married to a white man? Yeah. She makes blues records they play on the radio. She even did a show with Harry Belafonte once. Aunt Kiki!
Hey, baby, look at you. Renee, you're just as cute as a little heart-shaped cookie. You remember that song I taught you? Aw, shake it to the east. Aw, shake it to the west. Aw, shake it to the very one that you love the best. Sarah, hi, baby. Where's everyone? That handsome husband of yours?
Oh, well, James is in Atlanta with Dr. King and Elston's at baseball. Where's your husband and the baby?
Mamie's taking care of Danny for me. And Lenny's in Tulsa with another one of his acts. But he knows I'm in good hands with my big sister and her perfect family. Well, Renee, it looks like you're gonna have to help me check into the hotel. Ooh, that looks fabulous on you. You're a class act, baby. And who are you?
Mary Elizabeth O'Brien. She's my best friend, Aunt Kiki.
You can come, too. I need help unpacking all my makeup and jewelry.
Wait, Kiki, I thought you were staying here. I've been making up Renee's room for you.
Sarah, darling, I have a suite of rooms in my contract with the hotel. And you know I love room service.
Wait, but Renee hadn't even had dinner yet.
Don't worry, I will feed them. Steak and caviar.
Bye, Mama.
Now, you ladies just sit pretty. I'm starring here, so I'm gonna make these Bama boys jump. You let them open the door for you, then you just walk right down that carpet behind your Aunt Kiki.
But they're unloading all those other cars, and we were here first.
Stay here.
Excuse me, I'm checking in and headlining in the lounge. I'd like to speak to the manager.
Yes, ma'am, I'll take it. Send Dixon.
I'm the manager. You ought to pull your car over there.
Do you know who in the hell I am?
Miss Dennis, I'm well aware of who you are, but you'll have to use the rear entrance.
Wait just a minute. I have stayed at the Waldorf Astoria, the Ritz, hotels that make this place look like a flea-ridden dump in Leaperville.
Please, your car's in the scene.
And I'll make more than that if you don't take your hands off of me.
Where's Mr. Katz? Is your manager here with you?
No. My husband is not here. And whatever contract he signed with you is null and void unless you let me, my band, and any colored person in this town into this hotel through that door.
I'm sorry. I respect your talent.
But not my race. What? You couldn't pay me to play here? Stay here? Or waste another minute talking to a jackass like you?
Did you hear that? Yeah, she cusses like a cowboy.
Simple-ass white people. No matter how much you trust them, they always...
Stood there staring at us thinking, what are these black people doing at my door? I know, if it wasn't so tragic, it'd be funny. Mama holding her casserole, me with my briefcase. She probably thought we were selling religious magazines.
Well, now, I don't know anything about this passing for white business, but don't you think you ought to have a conversation with your cousin before you tar and feather him?
The gall, coming here telling us that he just moved back to town. Oh, never been married. He is a liar and a coward.
Don't the words innocent until proven guilty mean anything to you? Thank you so much for letting me borrow your copy machine. I better get this back to my business partner before he cracks the whip.
Oh, Emmy, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy bitching about my so-called cousin, I forgot to help you with your budget.
That's all right. I passed high school math.
You got a D.
A C minus, an A in English. I believe you got a C in that.
That teacher hated me. You know that.
Give your cousin the benefit of a doubt. Talk to him. Just hear him out.
Please, I'll probably never see him again.
I just didn't know how to tell you. I've driven down your street so many times, and I had to force myself to keep going.
Sorry we went to your house. We didn't know we were gonna blow your cover.
Please, you don't know what it's been like. I never meant to pass. Things just seemed easier. For Doyle Dennis, there were no limits. But still, being Danny inside...
That was your choice, Danny.
When I came here the other day, it was like my car was on automatic pilot.
What do you want, Danny?
I'm here because you're my family, and I have nowhere else to turn.
You're broke.
What is it, baby?
I have leukemia, Aunt Sarah.
Oh, my God.
I knew how it would look coming back here now, but I have not been able to find a bone marrow donor. Tried everything, national donor banks, registries.
Wait a minute, are you looking for a donor in this family? After having turned your back on us for how many years, now that you're sick, you want to come home?
Don't you worry, Danny. I'll get everybody in the family tested. Blood is thicker than anything.
Well, isn't that ironic? Malcolm said it, didn't he? The chickens always come home to roost.
You don't think he's going to tell his white wife that he's really a Negro?
I mean, we don't use that word anymore.
I know you don't. That's why I said it.
I believe if Danny didn't need our damn bone marrow to save his ass, he would depart this life as white as the satin in his coffin.
He is white. Look at him.
I mean, his mother is my mother's sister. He is black.
And his daddy is white, which technically means that he's half black and half white.
Technically, in America, if you have got one drop of black blood in you, you are black. This is a black man who chooses to deny the fact that he's black.
Maybe he's just a black man who's chosen to embrace his whiteness. What's wrong with that?
But not at the cost of denying who he is. He is welcome to embrace his whiteness without denying his family and his race. Most black people have white blood in them. Ever since slavery, whites have fathered children bias. How do you think we get all these different skin tones and eye colors and hair textures? I got two words for you. Thomas Jefferson.
You don't look like you have any white blood.
Well, thank you. But I do. My great-grandfather on my mother's side.
I cannot believe you never told me that before. Are you ashamed of your white blood, Renee? I'm white.
Oh, shut up. The point is that I don't feel any better or more validated because of it. Unlike Danny, who is so ashamed of the fact that he's black, he can't even admit to having one drop, and that is so frustrating.
It's a free country. He's just passing, honey.
Yeah, it's a free country, all right, but it goes against everything that my father fought and died for, and that hurts. How many of these proposals do you need to submit?
8.
8? Oh, you need me to check these numbers?
No, I got it covered.
Look, this is something you're never gonna understand. Maybe just 'cause it's a black thing.
Well, now, there you go again, making me feel all dumb and guilty because my poor old white brain just can't comprehend it.
Is that how I make you feel?
I'm just trying to pass for smart.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing, Renee Jackson? Smoking a cigarette. Why do you want to smoke? It doesn't go with you. What do you mean? You know, like, I like to laugh and you like to giggle. I like the color blue and you're kind of the pink type. No, I'm the Aunt Kiki type. How come y'all say aunt? It's ants. It is not. Those are those things that crawl on the ground. In a good old southern town. I met Jim Nappy in a good old southern town. Yeah, he's a real good man, and I just can't throw him down. Ooh, Renee Jackson, that's nasty dancing. No, it isn't. Aunt Kiki says colored people are free and uninhibited. She says moving your whole body is a celebration. Of what? Our roots. It's a connection to our Negro culture. How's that different from our white culture? I don't know. I guess I'll learn that when I'm on the road with her. You're going on the road? She asked me to. After my mama hears me sing at the party tonight, I think she'll let me. What are you gonna sing? One of her songs. You wouldn't know it. It's from our culture.
All they did was draw blood to match tissue type. So who's next?
Mom, I don't know why you go through all this trouble. You are too old to give bone marrow.
We'll just see if I'm a match. Now, they told me donating is a simple procedure.
There's nothing simple about all this, Sarah.
You're doing this for Kiki.
I'm not so sure about that line of reasoning either. Now, that sister of ours was awfully hung up on being the lightest member of the family.
Let's not air our family squabbles in public. Either you're gonna be tested or not. Renee?
I'm with Uncle Jake. I can't. It's wrong.
Baby, do this for me, please.
Hold up. That's my cousin? He really is white.
I think he'd have paid us a visit before this. Guess our neighborhood's too ghetto for him.
I told you, Jake, he would have come by your house, but he's been very sick. Hey, Danny. How you feeling?
Fine. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. You must be Gerard.
Yeah, my youngest son. He's been wanting to meet you.
Y'all have never met my wife.
No, we haven't had the pleasure.
This is my wife, Trudy. Trudy, this is my Aunt Sarah.
Hi.
My cousin, Renee. Uncle Jake. And my cousin, Gerard.
Hi.
Ah, that was a mouthful. Acknowledging your black relatives for the first time in how long?
Jake.
Let me explain something. I never told anybody I was white, not even my wife. I never checked any box. I never filled in any blank.
Yeah, but did you ever intervene when they told a nigger joke at the office? Or what about when an application at the country club came in for a black family? Did you stand up for them?
Please. My husband has just had a dose of radiation. You think you can talk this out at a later time?
Excuse me, but we're ready for the next patient.
I'm next. Excuse me.
She was lathering up suntan lotion on the lily white shoulders. She glances over at me, ready for Freddie in my two-piece suit. And she say, "What a divine tan. May I ask what kind of suntan lotion you're using?" Baby, this don't come in a bottle, I say. When God was cooking up the people, too bad he took y'all out the oven too soon.
Honey, I think it's time for you to say goodnight. This party is for grown-ups.
But Aunt Kiki wants me to sing with her.
Well, it better be soon because you have homework to do, young lady.
Kiki, and she put a for colored only sign on the front door. Didn't you see it? I thought it was a joke. But there's a for white sign on the back door. I ain't going in no back door just 'cause she says so.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Club Jackson, the exclusive club for people of color. Take it from the top, Buster.
Sister's got the floor.
You used to be sweet milk, but you done turned sour on me.
Why is she singing like that? Does she have to spit or something? She's not just a singer, Amy. She's a song stylist. That must be part of y'all's black culture, huh? I'll be glad when she's gone. Well, you don't have to stay now, and use the back door when you leave.
The milkshake stand, but he can't shake it like the milkshake man. No, ain't nobody shake it like Papa so-and-so can. Oh, can't nobody shake it like my daddy can. He shakes it in the morning, he shakes it at midnight.
Did I just see you turn away your best friend?
Kiki's my best friend, Mama, and he's too white.
We did not raise you to judge people by the color of their skin, Renee Jackson.
Oh, the way you shake it makes me lose my appetite. Now this next verse, I'm gonna shed a spotlight with a pretty little chocolate drop who has a better voice than I do. Take it from the bridge, Buster.
She shakes it in the morning, she shakes it at midnight.
Keep on shaking it, daddy, till you know you're shaking it right. 'Cause the way you shake it makes me lose my appetite. That's okay, baby.
Oh, the way you shake it makes me
do things right. Okay,
This proposal's incomplete.
Hi. Sorry I'm late. So sorry. Carpool. I just... Here. Susie Amir threw up in my back seat. Oh.
Thanks. We'll look this over and make a decision.
You don't have any questions?
Is there something you would like to say?
As you'll know when you study our proposal, this is Sims Contracting's first contract. But I have had a ton of experience as an on-site supervisor. And I guarantee that I will work my butt off to meet delivery schedules and all other terms of this contract so that your company and ours will have a job we'll both be proud of.
It isn't often we hear a pitch that heartfelt. We'll get back to you.
So sorry. I'm so sorry I'm late.
Well, forget about it. Next time I'll make sure I have the whole thing with me before I leave home.
I totally blew it. I come running into the room 15 minutes late, smelling like pine sol and babbling on about carpool and vomit.
Sorry. I'm sorry. That's really funny.
It is not. Come have a drink with me.
Oh, I can't. I got a brief to write.
Please.
All right. Give me 20 minutes.
I mean, who would trust us to build a building by March when I can't even get to a meeting on time?
Hello? Hi, Danny. Who? Okay. I don't know, Danny. I'm going to have to get back to you on that.
What is it? He found a match? Is it you?
No. Mama.
I didn't didn't know that donating marrow was such a big deal.
The National Maradona Program has a cutoff age of 60. My mother is 71.
What'd the doctor say?
He's Danny's doctor. Of course he wants to do the transplant.
Well, he must think that she's in good enough health for him to do the procedure.
All medical procedures have risks.
She wants to do it, doesn't she?
I told him to keep looking. I don't want my mother to go through this unless she absolutely has to.
So, you're gonna let your cousin die because you're mad at him?
No, I'm not gonna let him die. And I'm not mad at him. I'm just furious that he's put us in this position.
Scotch martini.
Yes, ma'am.
So how long do you think it's going to take you to get over this? Because it sounds to me like your cousin doesn't have a lot of time.
Look, we're gonna find him another donor, okay? I just don't want anything to happen to my mother. She's all I have left, Emmy.
So who does Danny have left? I know you think your cousin's a creep, but I think that if he really felt loved by his family, then he wouldn't have dropped out of the picture.
Are you saying that it's our fault?
I don't even really remember Danny, but I do remember Aunt Kiki.
And you never liked her?
Didn't you tell me he didn't even go to his own mother's funeral?
She was in France when she died. None of us made it to her funeral.
Oh, so she dropped out of the picture, too.
A lot of black artists and singers left this country in order to be appreciated and recognized. It was just easier for them to create an atmosphere where they won so much hate.
Maybe Danny made the same choice. Took the easier route.
Choir. When my cousin, the great Marian Anderson, sang at the Lincoln Memorial to a crowd of 75,000, it was only after she was barred from singing at Constitution Hall. Yes.
Last week, the same thing happened to my Aunt Kiki. She was supposed to sing at the Eleganza Hotel, but she stood up for her rights and sang in our living room instead.
Well, I wouldn't compare Kiki Dennis to Marian Anderson by any stretch. Now, children, refer to the music I passed out. What a friend we have in Jesus. Helen, I would like you to do the solo. Your voice reminds me so very much of my cousin Marian's.
But I didn't get a chance to try out for the solo.
Everyone had a chance. Why didn't you?
Because I don't style yet. Here's You know I was drunk when I lay down across your bed. You know I was drunk when I lay down across your bed. All the whiskey I drank, it's gone right to my head.
That's enough.
Wait to the bridge. That's when I really cut loose. Whiskey, whiskey.
Renee Jackson, you stop singing that song immediately.
What's wrong with it?
It's blasphemous and in poor taste.
Well, maybe you need to learn more about black culture, Mrs. Anderson.
What?
Marian Anderson sings white people's music. My Aunt Kiki isn't ashamed of who she is.
Sassing, Miss Anderson? Switching your butt and smoking? Yes, I've smelled it on you.
I didn't sass Ms. Anderson. I just explained to her about black culture.
You, all of 11 years old, lecturing a grown woman with your condescending, know-it-all Kiki attitude.
You're just jealous of Aunt Kiki, that's all.
What?
Because I'm like she is, and you're just an old Aunt Jane.
Aunt Jane? As in Uncle Tom and Aunt Jane?
You don't speak up for yourself. You think being a lady means acting like white folk. Ow!
Being a lady means being polite to people.
Ow.
It has nothing to do with color. And no child of mine is going to sass me.
Hello? Where is everybody?
Wipe that lipstick off.
Ooh, look at what I got for you. Baby, what's wrong with my little chocolate drop?
Kiki, I'd appreciate if you drop all references to color in this house.
What are you talking about, Sarah? I just want her to know how pretty she is.
Of course she's pretty. But I want her to learn how to be pretty on the inside, because that's what counts.
Sarah, you know when she's out there in the white world, that might not be what they say about her.
I am so glad that you were trying to prepare my daughter to deal with the world. But since you're so keen on helping children, where's yours? You haven't said one word about Danny since you've been here. We haven't even seen a picture. We are educating Renee just fine. Stop interfering.
I just want her to be able to deal with a world that's bigger than Birmingham. You may be content to live here, but she might not be. There are those of us that won't put up with this abuse.
Oh, so what do? Run away? Move up north? Come back home once a year to sing?
I stood up to that hotel owner, Sarah. I told him I wouldn't be singing there unless there were changes made.
Oh, you had a whole week of inconvenience, Kiki. James and I moved back here to fight 365 days a year. Now, I don't know who put the term Aunt Jane in my daughter's vocabulary. But if there's any Aunt Jane in this house, she's just visiting.
Hey. What's up?
Didn't get it. They said there was a discrepancy in our pricing data.
The budget?
Yeah. I could have spotted it if I would have had the damn thing on time.
I'm really sorry, Collier. I checked it 3 times. I worked so hard to make sure that it was right.
Did you? I'm gonna grab a beer.
Wait a minute. You think I did that on purpose?
Mary Elizabeth, ever since I can remember, you've been on me to straighten up my act, get my act together, hell, even get an act. And now that I'm doing it, I don't think you can handle it.
Come along, Renee. Visiting hour's almost over.
I got here as soon as I could, Mama. Things got very busy at the office today.
His wife said they hadn't found another match yet. He's still waiting.
I know you think I'm being heartless.
This isn't a complicated procedure. I'll be fine. It hurts me, Renee. You are bigger than this. You're better than this.
Mama, your heart is as big as the sky. It's your health I'm trying to protect.
Nobody ever loved him, Renee.
That's not true.
Black folk hated him because he looked white, and when white folk found out he was black, they treated him differently. Can you imagine not fitting in anywhere? Black, white, he could be blue for all I care. He's my nephew, and I want to help him. Trudy? What happened? What's the matter? What's wrong with Danny?
Danny suffered tumor lysis syndrome, breakdown of his kidney, severe toxicity. The only hope he has now is to perform a transplant if we can stabilize him. Excuse us.
Oh. Oh, my God. If that child dies.
I mean, look what I just found in Mama's purse.
She was so beautiful. Life for her was always just peachy keen, wasn't it?
I don't know anymore. I know that she and my mother didn't get along, and I still don't know why. Oh, and me, Mama's been in there over an hour. The bone marrow extraction was supposed to be a short procedure.
I'm sure she's fine, Renee. So when does Danny get his transplant?
In a few days. They've got to treat the marrow first, and he's got to finish a high dose of chemo and radiation.
How's he doing? You seen him?
He's hanging in. You know what? Part of me still feels it would have been so much easier if he just stayed away to begin with. Isn't that awful?
Strange how nice girls can have such dark thoughts. Let me buy you a soda. Come on.
Hey, have you heard about the contract?
Yes, it's official. We didn't get it. You know what Collier accused me of?
Blowing the deal?
Worse than that. Blowing off the new and improved Collier. He thinks I intentionally screwed up the budget.
Is there any truth to that?
Well, you know I made a D in math. But no. But I have to tell you, I do kind of miss having to get him going in the morning. That's kind of a hole in my day. Because you know, when he's drinking beer and bouncing checks, I have a job. And when I don't have that, it's like that rotten feeling of being unemployed.
Excuse me, ma'am. Your mother will be out in just a minute. She wanted me to tell you she's fine.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Told you so. Love you. Give your mama a kiss for me.
I will.
Hey. What'd you get there? Kiki. Doctor told me my body'll just make more bone marrow. God willing, if it takes him, Danny, he'll produce healthy blood cells, and a part of me'll live on in him forever.
I love you so much. How you feeling?
Happy, but my butt hurts.
Yeah.
A lipstick for you and one for me. A scarf for you and one for me.
So where should I put my things?
What do you mean, honey?
I'm coming with you. You said you were taking me on the road so I can become a singer like you?
Did I say that? Oh, baby, there's no way you could come with me. I mean, I can't even bring my little Danny, and it hurts me so.
But Aunt Kiki, I just have to come with you.
Oh, you gonna miss your sassy Aunt Kiki, aren't you? Well, whenever you think of me and you wondering what Aunt Kiki's doing, look at this. And think of me traveling all over the world, making people happy. Come on, dance with me. He shakes it in the morning, he shakes it at midnight. Come on, shaking it. Come on, sweetness. Shake your little butt.
I can't. I guess it still hurts when my mama wore a handout on it.
Poor little lamb. Come here, let me give you a goodbye hug. You know your Aunt Kiki loves her pretty little cinnamon bun of a niece.
Bye, Aunt Kiki.
Don't forget your present.
Hi. Playing all by yourself? I thought you were gone. Well, Aunt Kiki changed her mind. Why? Had something to do with the argument she had with my mama about which one of them was the best colored woman. I think my mama won. Never heard an argument like that. What does it take to be a good colored woman? I don't know. Has something to do with standing up for yourself. I think there's rules, too. What if you don't follow the rules? I don't know. Guess you get kicked out of the game. That's dumb. How could you get kicked out of your own race? It's kind of confusing in me. I don't want to think about color right now. Yeah, I don't know why grown-ups think about it so much. Your role. Now, when I look at you, I don't see any color at all. Same here. You could be blue for all I care.
Great. Maybe we can get an early tea time. Yeah, I'll call the start.
Hi, Trudy.
Hi.
Renee.
Renee.
How's Danny?
I can't get used to you calling him that. The transplant went well. Now it's just wait and see.
Can we talk?
I know you don't like the idea that Danny married a white woman.
That's not true. I don't care about that. But I think you have a problem with the fact that Danny's got a black family.
I never said that.
You didn't have to. It was apparent the first time we went to your house.
My reaction had nothing to do with you. I sensed something was wrong, and it scared me, but mostly I was stunned that my husband lied to me. Have you ever had someone you love lie to you?
But you must have suspected something. Why do you think he never introduced you to his family?
He told me he was an orphan. When Doyle, Danny, first got sick, over a year ago, he brought out a will he'd written years before. I didn't want to look at it because I didn't want to think about all that. But before the transplant, he showed it to me. He left half of everything to your mother.
You're kidding.
He thought if he told you while he was looking for a donor, you'd think he was lying.
He would have been right.
My husband just told me that when he was growing up, his mother used to call him her little white sugar donut. And his father would pinch his nose to make sure it stayed thin. Your mother was the only person that ever looked at him with love in her eyes. I don't know if they're going to let you see him today. The first few days, the risk of infection is really high, and they limit visitors.
Maybe I can come back tomorrow. Would you give him these, please? They're from my mother's garden.
Thanks. I'll see if I can put him in his room.
Collier?
Yeah?
We need to talk. I've been thinking about what you said, and you were wrong. I didn't give you the money from Grandma Otis because I thought you'd screw it up. I gave it to you because I believe in you, and I want you to be happy.
Mary Elizabeth.
Well, you do your own bids, you do your own budget. What do you need me for?
Do you realize how hard it is to get a business going? I can't do all this on my own. Besides, what about all your dreams?
The only dream I ever really wanted was you and the kids.
Yeah, and be the first woman to have a Super Bowl ring. You want to go to Rome, sail the Amazon.
Win the Pulitzer Prize.
There you go. What happened to all that stuff?
I'm just scared.
Hey, Suge, so am I. Ever been a day in our marriage when one of us wasn't afraid of something? I need you to help me get this started. Then leave me the hell alone and go do your stuff.
See, you do want to get rid of me.
That'll be the day. Come here, Suge. Oh, baby, that'll be the day. Mwah.
Renee?
Hey. How you feeling?
Tired.
Surprised to see me, huh? All suited up and sterilized.
A lot of hassle for someone you don't know very well.
Well, I'm hoping that'll change. How soon will you know if it,
If the transplant takes? When the cells start reproducing. It's a waiting game. Trudy's been marking off the days. I'm too weak to even write my name.
When you can write your name, what do you think it's gonna be? Danny or Doyle?
I don't know. Since I've been sick, everything about me has changed. I'm just grateful to be alive.
Yeah. Life has a way of reducing things to what's really essential.
The sunshine on my face. You sitting there with those smiling eyes. Those flowers. The pink, the purple, the blue. Isn't that the most vibrant blue you ever saw in your whole life?
Yes, it is.